Alright, this is Big Boss, Foxhound Woods Ball, coming to you from Fort Lauderdale, and not too long ago I've been doing some posting about the new stock I got, which is in this case, an airsoft version of the Colt SCW subcompact weapon stock on their latest incarnation of the M4 carbine. What I really love about this stock is that it can fold into butt plate, you can fold it over to the left, and for me, being a left-handed shooter, that's an imperative thing. Plus, it's also a retractable type, so for vehicle crews, paratroops, special operations, security details, I would say this stock is pretty much a must. And I'll shoot a video to the guys at Colt Defense explaining it at the 2013 SHOT Show. But to get back to the more paintball side of this review video, I tried modifying a X7 endcap to use this stock on. I ran into problems from the start, and let's just say that modification project is now permanently scrapped. So I reached out to the guys at Gibbz Paintball, and they were kind enough to send me over an endcap for their Tippmann X7. As you can see, right here, gibbzpaintball.com. I'll post a link to that in the description to this video. Now, as you can see, this thing is actually a very nice end cap piece that can just be accepting of just about any type of AR platform stock, such as this one. As you can see, it's got all the necessities in here to even put a sling mount on the side of the gun. Just take your AR-15 buffer tube, screw this thing in, take your butt stock, just slide this thing in, and this thing's secure, ready to go. Now, it's time we begin some test shooting on this with the new stock system, so let's have some fun. Alright, we're back, and I had a slight issue with my remote line, so that's out of commission until I can get that problem sorted out. So that's why the tank is going to be right here, right on the gun. Bear in mind, this will throw my aim off a little bit and a few other things, but aside from details on that, we'll just get right into the shooting. I got the board set up right over here, and now we're going to have some fun with this one, and I'm going to give you a nice little perspective. I told you guys to have something fun to see. Now, this stock's working very good right now with the end cap and everything, so I can get this very good on one shot, fast burst, or I can just light the target up all day with full auto. Now, this is how a paintball gun's supposed to function, and right now I can definitely say the Gibbz end cap is definitely my #1 choice. I'll be back with the final thought right after this. Now, before I get into my final thought on the Gibbz Paintball end cap for the Tippmann X7, as well as the stock that I got off eBay, there's about two things I forgot when it came down to my initial demonstration for the video earlier today. One of which was this very nice single point sling that I got from Gibbz Paintball, and as you can see, it's got this very strong
sturdy bungee that could keep just about the heaviest weapon attached to it. And considering the quality that I've seen from Gibbz thus far, I would probably gauge that this thing could pick up anything from an M60 machine gun to a saw gun and keep it secured to the operator. It's got this very nice aluminum hook on here with the little latch here, and there's a nice deal of tension in the spring that's in here, making for a very strong and secure fit onto the sling mount point on any gun. Plus you got the quick slide release buckle, so this thing can be removed from an operator in the event of an emergency. Now, the reason why I didn't have it on my Tippmann X7 earlier today was because of the stock design, as I'm willing to demonstrate right here. Now, I removed the stock and I left what would be the buffer tube on here with the Gibbz Paintball sling mount on here. I've got the stock right here and I secured it properly onto the gun, but because of its stock's unique design, I go in to hook it in, and as you can see, it's got the little elevation piece about right here and also here on the stock that would go right into the female port on the end cap, and those 2 points are not allowing the stock to properly secure onto the buffer screw, so that means it will keep on here, but get it to the side, it's hooked on, screws up the look and feel of the gun. That's why I do not have the sling mount attached when I do the stock. But as far as the sling goes, as to demonstrate, of course, I hook it onto the sling mount here, and as you can see, this thing is holding very secure. I could jump with it even, I could bounce around, and this thing is not snapping, it's not falling apart. So I will say this, the quality of the Gibbz tactical sling as well as the sling mount is superb as far as their aluminum construction as well as their design. And with that, I'll leave you to the final thought in just 1 minute. Okay, now it's time for my final thoughts. The combination of the airsoft version of the Colt Defense SCW stock and the Gibbz Paintball endcap, put these two together on a Tippmann X7 Classic, which I'm holding right here, and I will say without a shadow of a doubt, these two have been two of the most superb pieces of gun modifications that I could have ever asked for. Now, Gibbz Paintball does make other mounts, end caps, for your 98 series, your A5s, and even your X7 Phenoms. I've seen what I think was one for MP5 stocks, for all you guys that are big fans of the German gun company, Heckler & Koch. So, you guys may want to look into that. Now, as far as the stock goes, I love it. You can actually deploy it when you need to in under 2 to 3 seconds. The only thing I did not like about this stock is that when you extend it, you've got a little bit of play right here in the back. But that's not a real big issue for me because I usually keep it in tight. I like to keep it firm, and with it collapsed in, it's still firm, but there's enough distance here for me to have a very comfortable grip on my arms. I don't feel like I'm crunched in, I don't feel like I'm overextended, so naturally this is perfect for me. I could have this thing easily stowed, or I could use this in a close quarters situation, vehicle missions, if I'm doing big games or scenarios where vehicles are involved. I would say I've got to give this a solid 9 out of 10. As far as the Gibbz endcap goes, this is made from billeted aluminum, which means they machine this thing in a CNC machine out of a block of metal. So because of how good it worked today with a full pod of 140 rounds, I am definitely giving this a 10 out of 10 because of its quality, its tactical appeal, and its ability to bridge the gap between Milsim paintballers, airsoft players, and real steel firearms enthusiasts, or just guys who like two of the three I just mentioned. Now, there will be a written review on this on outerheavenpaintball.blogspot.com. I will be posting the link in the description to this video. And with that, this is Big Boss, and I'm out of here.